What?
There we go. Now we're live.
I just had that. I thought I had it nailed. First Vocal Plane podcast. Welcome everybody. How is everyone out there?
Got a full house tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. We have tonight LadyGuns, Kacie and Denean from LadyGuns, as well as our special guest host, Kerri. How is everyone?
Doing great,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Yeah. Let's see some enthusiasm for
A little light there, ladies. Let's go. Showtime.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, we got to do this with these idiots.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they just spent half an hour on the pre-show with us, so they're like, God, how long does this have to go?
Yeah.
No,
what we talk about now?
That's right.
Silence. Yeah.
Whiskey. Yes, yeah. Right. No, thanks, guys, for coming on.
And the drinking starts now.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Cheers.
What do we got some whiskey. We got some beer. Kerri, what do you got?
Gin.
Oh, hey, Shane.
Oh no.
Well, right on. So for the uneducated, let's go through who we all are. You guys know me and Kurt. Denean, who are you?
Who am I? I'm a girl from Calgary, but I originally grew up in British Columbia. Grew up on a farm, and because this is about guns and firearms, I started, I think I was 6. That's my first memory. So my long range training started on a picnic table shooting at pop cans when I was 6 with a .22 rifle. So came here in the 80s and got into shooting 9 years ago. It's one of Kacie and I's favorite stories. So I was on a date shooting sporting clays, and the guy that invited me invited a friend, and he was on a date with a girl named Kacie, and Kacie and I have been dating ever since. So
Nice.
There you go.
yeah. So yeah, we met 9 years ago. We've done sporting clays competition, instructors. We took our black badge. We started shooting pistol competitively. We travel around, and now we're getting more women and youth into shooting and mentoring, and just get out there and do it is kind of what we want them to do. So yeah, that's kind of it. I work a real job during the day in the defense industry and aerospace, and the rest of my time I'm either shooting or cleaning guns.
Nice.
Very nice. What more in life is there, really?
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Cool.
Things that can kill you and things that,
Can kill you not as bad.
Right. Yeah.
Just more slowly.
Right on. And let's go left here. Kacie, who are you?
I grew up in Calgary, Alberta, and my dad was a hunter, so I was around firearms for pretty much all of my life. I didn't really get into shooting until Denean and I met for the double date. And yeah, we've done pretty much everything together through competitions, instructor stuff, and now our new endeavor with, or I guess it's not really new anymore, but LadyGuns. So we're putting on events to try and bring in as many women and youth into the industry as we can.
Nice.
So
you guys met and you both looked at each other and you're like, do you want to go shoot guns? Yeah. Do you want to go shoot guns? Yeah. Did we just become best friends? Yeah.
Totally.
Go do
Totally.
karate in the
Pretty
garage?
pretty much. We spend more time together than we do with our significant others. So
Pretty much. Yeah. And I'll
I don't
tell
see
you,
a problem.
Yeah.
Casey's up for anything. Kacie, you want to go take an archery course? Sure. Kacie, you want to go bear hunting on horseback? Sure. So she's up for it. That girl's got game.
I try anyways,
Excellent.
Well, and we got last but certainly not least, we got the great Kerri, better half of Shane from EM Precision Rifles.
We're not
Great.
even talking about Shane tonight.
No.
It's all Kerri.
That's right.
Kerri just shot her first match last weekend.
That's it.
I did. Yeah, the Sappho match down in Medicine Hat.
Nice. How was that?
Yeah. Good. It was a lot of fun. The wind sucked the first day, but it died right down the second day. So the second day was good.
Nice. Well, you're in the hat, right? So there's nothing but wind and I don't know.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Wind in the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a Costco there, so they have that going for them.
Yeah, we stayed right across from Costco. I saw that.
Nice. So the Sappho match. So how many competitors were there, Kerri?
I think there were about 80.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard too. Yeah.
That's a decent
and I was the only lady.
Really?
Oh, good for you, Kerri.
Yeah, I was.
That
Fantastic.
right?
So, I won the ladies' prize.
Hey, a win's a win. Doesn't matter if it's an inch or a mile.
I have a couple of those.
Nice.
Still
And
Call
you
it
shot-
the booby prize.
I think I have some of those too. No, all jokes aside. So you shot the blueberry, right?
Yeah, I shot the blueberry.
How did that do?
Oh, loved it. Yeah, it was perfect. Steve did such a good job on that rifle for me. It fits me perfect. The action is smooth like butter. There was no binding. It worked in high winds and dusty conditions. It was perfect.
Nice.
Couldn't be happier. Yeah.
What was your furthest hit? Your first round hit was 1240 or some stinking thing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think it was.
When I read that, when you sent that to me, I'm like, I didn't even take it that far. I feel kind of ashamed of myself now. Thanks.
So Rooster,
Partially
next
left
time, Rooster, you need to shoot like a girl.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I've been told that. I can't get past my own pride yet. My daughter's working on me though. Oh, Shane says 1,100 meters. Still, that's pretty damn good.
Close.
Yeah. I think I worked it out to 800. Yeah, absolutely. Damn right.
Well, I've got a team of guys yelling holes at me from behind, so.
Oh, yeah. That always helps.
The peanut gallery. We all love it.
Yeah. The helpful peanut gallery.
You bet.
3 mils to the right. No, 3.5. No, 4.
Yeah, right. And a total argument going on behind her with like 5 guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
How did you
know which?
Besides that, where did you place? Like, I know overall doesn't count, but did you do okay?
I think I was 63rd, which is not bad. I wasn't last.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Yeah, I had a couple stages the first day where I didn't hit a thing. Almost 3 stages in a row. I was really fighting with myself. So it was I struggled there, but next day was way better. And I cleaned 1 stage, which was great. So I went from zeros to clean stage 1. So
nice. Yeah, zero
all over the map.
I still zero the odd stage once in a while, but
so how many women typically shoot in these PRS matches? I can say I don't know much about them. So,
well, this is the first one I've competed in, and it was just me. There was I think she was 14 years old, and she outshot me like you wouldn't believe. She was so good. So she was 14, and then there was an 11-year-old boy out there as well. So there were a couple kids out there, but I was the only woman.
That's fantastic. And in in Western Canada, is there a lot of women shooting PRS matches?
I don't know. I haven't seen a ton.
Kurt, can you add to that? Do you know?
No, I don't. You know what? I've been removed from that for so long now. I'm not sure. Sorry, Sean.
That's okay. Out. No, we won. There you
Whoever
go.
you are.
Shane says in Alberta, there's only a handful that have been out. He's supposed to be saying, but so and that's pretty. From what I've seen anyway, with me coming from the 3-gun IPSC IDPA world, it's usually one or two, sprinkled in. If it's like a provincial match, like in Saskatoon for IPSC, there's usually, one or two girls that are there, and girls, like younger girls. There isn't, Yolanda, I'm sure Denean, Yolanda Buzani, is that how you say her last name? She comes down for Lloyd. Yeah. Lloyd Minster.
Okay.
She'll come down for the 3-gun matches there and that, but we definitely need to bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. And like Luke said, first time, he says my first time, but my first time shooters that are ladies always have done better than the guys. And I can attest to that. A lot of guys come in with that macho bravado, and I've been shooting since I was 12 or 8 or whatever. And
I know that stuff.
Yeah. Whereas, you have a CCFR ladies day, and you have a lady that's never shot before anything in her life. She'll come up, pick up a pistol like she owns the thing, and go to work. And you're just like, wow, that was awesome. But you always keep the business end downrange and blah, 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 blah. They just, okay, yeah, no problem. And they listen and they go and, take your pointers. Whereas some dudes will, no, I've been doing it like this. What if I do it like this? Well, no, we just said do it like this. And so Denean and Kacie, you guys put on, shotgun classes. Do you see that sort of can you attest to that?
Definitely. I think both with pistol and shotgun, we've found that women that are keen and eager, they step in and they want to go for it. And sometimes the first few shots, you have to overcome a bit of fear. But once they feel empowered, they own it, and it just gets better from there. So I think
they want to learn the right way too.
Yeah. That's exactly. I think that women want to really learn, and they want to do it well. And with pistol, they want to shoot alphas all the time. With shotgun, they want every clay to break. So, it's just getting there. So yeah, absolutely. When women take hold of a gun and feel the power, there's nothing stopping them once they feel that that great feeling. And the smell of gunpowder doesn't hurt either. So.
Right.
That's so good to hear from a woman.
Yeah.
All the guys are like, oh my God, I love that.
Although the best combination is the smell of G96 gun oil while you're cleaning your gun and drinking single malt whiskey. That combination could be a man's cologne. Just saying.
I don't know that I've ever heard that.
The first focal plane cologne would be
there you go.
G96. But we got to do like a... Yeah.
Put a warning on the bottle, though. Please don't wear for more than 4 consecutive days.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Every time.
Wear responsibly.
Oh, that's funny.
wear responsibly. I like that.
Well, you guys are lucky that you don't have that male ego. I can't speak to shotgun or pistol or any of that kind of stuff, but for me, precision rifle, taking women and girls out, teaching them stuff. Like Sean said earlier, there's so much of that. I've been doing it this way. So, and there's so many times I just let guys go, okay, well, if you've been doing it that way and you don't want to learn any other way, that's fine. You keep going that way and making mistakes. We'll be over here doing different things. Yeah, exactly. And women are much more, what do I want to say? They're much more meticulous. I really learned that with my daughter, who is 19 now. When I first started her at 12 years old with the 22, got her into center fire when she was 13, and she just did amazing. But she would look you in the eye when you talk to her, rather than whatever distraction was happening downrange or with his gun or whatever. And she would actually think about things, process things. And, I saw that in so many other women and girls that I'd done some teaching with. And with the guys, we talked earlier about the multitasking. I think we're just not capable. To process things and then put them into practice, where women are much more, it seems to me anyways, much more meticulous and can run a string from A to B.
Yeah, I think there's I think there's a lot of guys just assume because they're guys and they were born with a male
Well, they
appendage
should know
that they should know this, right? And so they feel a little embarrassed that maybe they haven't got it all together when it comes to shooting guns, so they just say yeah. Whereas women don't assume anything; they take every piece in and want to learn, and so it's encouraging. The hard part is getting them out. And Sean, you were talking about the CCFR Ladies Days. We've got lots of gun ranges that have those women's days where they get women out, and you're right, women step up to the line. I want to shoot this. I want to shoot that. Now, unfortunately, at this point, most of the ROs are men, and we need to see more ROs being women, because when women see it, they know they can be it, right? But what happens is then they have to wait a whole year for Ladies' Day again, where they get to try. And so where is the in-between? And that's what LadyGuns is trying to be, is that in-between where you can go from, I got to shoot a gun at Ladies' Day, to how do I get to learn a little bit more about this gun? We get lots of questions about, how do I buy my first gun? Like, how do I know which one's right? So
how do I clean it? How do I put it together?
Yeah. There's lots of fun things that are the next step. So
when you say, like, it's there's a lot of parallels here, and it's not just women, it's men too. A lot of men are having issues as well with the same sort of issues. But I would say, would you say women get a lot more intimidated, or that sort of thing?
I think it's a healthy fear.
Yeah, overwhelmed
at the start. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, overwhelmed and intimidated. It's a very masculine sport. So, but women can own it. Like, seriously.
Sure.
And I think that women that compete are forced to be reckoned with. So I think that that's the beautiful thing about shooting. I know with shotgun, I can't speak for long range, but I can only imagine. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's what you do behind the gun. So
look at like Jerry Michalek's daughter Lena, or or her friend Ashley Ruhr, Team Glock shooter. They are studs through and through. They work those weapons, and they get them going. And I can't quad load like Lena.
They're fierce. They're fierce. We go to SHOT Show every year, and we meet up with the ladies. They have these women's events, and we're surrounded by the Julie Golobs and the Lena Michaleks, and just all of them. They're amazing, empowering women, and they support everything that we do up here in Canada as well. So it's really, really cool to be with them. And in fact, we were down at SHOT last year, and we were sitting in the Defiance booth, and I'm sure you guys know those guys from Montana. And we met a lady that shoots for them. And Kacie and I asked her, what's the deal with women getting in the sport, and how hard is it, and how easy is it? And she said the hardest part about women in precision long range is that there's nowhere to go to the bathroom, and everybody's got optics that can see for miles. And so to me, it just sounded like it was a porta potty issue. But
Kerri, Sean and I were talking about that earlier today. What did you find out there at that shoot last weekend? Did they actually have facilities for you?
They did, but every time I turned around, there was somebody else peeing. Just every time I turned around, there was somebody peeing somewhere.
Well, listen, you got to have the same attitude as them. Like, what the hell?
Well, that's what I said to Shane. What happens if I go? It doesn't work the same. Just go walk out into the field.
Shane,
suddenly you're going to have everybody's eyes on you.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, God.
Yeah, everybody's body scopes just turn.
Everybody's looking. Yeah.
Jeez.
So for everybody that's listening, I guess we've just determined the number one thing that brings women to shooting matches of all kinds is make sure you have a bathroom.
Yeah. Right. Build it and they will come.
There you go. You got it.
Well, in the end, once that buzzer goes, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man or a child or whatever. You're still going to get that adrenaline rush, and you're still going to have to perform under time. And that's what I love about the sport. It just makes everybody equal, and you rely back on your skills that you've practiced on. And so
I want to
I
back
totally
up just a little bit where we were joking around about the peanut gallery and behind you, everybody helping or trying to help coach and all that kind of stuff. What is that really like from your guys' experiences?
You know, I turn it off as soon as I'm behind the rifle. I'll turn it off until I shoot, and then when I'm pulling, I'll listen again, and then I'm behind the scope and my ears shut off.
So, is there really a lot of chatter going on behind there, and
I wouldn't say that everybody was yelling
Absolutely.
at me, but there was.
Is that right, Kacie? Hey, you're going, yes, absolutely. So everybody's trying to help you.
Yeah.
Oh yes, everybody's got something to say.
I bet.
Yeah.
Not that it's necessarily a bad thing. It's just everybody's got something to say. So
but it can be overbearing sometimes, I'm sure.
That's right. Like how do you guys as instructors and even let's say professionals, how would you mitigate that when somebody's trying to be overbearing or, as you put before the show, humping your leg? How do you professionally mitigate that? In a range setting where everybody's armed. Like how would you do that?
Right. I've just had to say, with all respect, you did hire me to, train or instruct or coach your daughter, wife, what have you. And so I'm doing my best, but with your suggestions and recommendations, it's not helping. So you can either choose to stay, but I'll have to ask you not to, interject, or I'll have to ask you to go back to your car or the clubhouse or whatever the situation is. And usually they politely say, okay, great. Can I take pictures? And I say, yeah, that's fine. But your comments are not welcome. And that's why, I'm here. So, and it's worked. It's good. I mean, it's not what I wanted to say, but I think it's important also to show that we can be professional and not be angry about it. It's not about egos. It's about getting that young lady or that daughter, granddaughter, wife out shooting. And so if we just end up having a set two, I think, that just sets a bad example. So.
Well, who's the boss for the day, right? And like you say, you paid me to do this for your daughter, wife, child, whatever. You can fuck her up afterwards because there's nothing I can do about that. But let me have her time now, please.
Yeah. I mean, they came for a reason, right? So, Kacie and I've also had experiences where we've had, had groups and then some well-intended person decided to come along and suggest that maybe, they could help a little bit more or provide additional insight. And that's not necessarily welcome either, because people can only take in so much information at a time. So.
Yeah, for sure. You think about all the information that you get in those courses, no matter who's doing, well, most of the people doing it anyways, most of the people qualified to do it. And what people are actually able to take home and recall after that during their practices and that, to add into that is probably going to add confusion for sure.
It's just noise. Yeah. As an instructor, you really want to work on building blocks. And so you really want them to just take the basics and the fundamentals and you start building on them. So some of these people have great ideas, or they may be excellent shooters, but it's just not the right place or the right time.
So you were talking about how you train in some shotgun stuff, but let's kind of open up the LadyGuns business book, if you will. What do you guys train? Like, what do you do? Can you dive into that a little deeper?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, the idea was first set up around bringing women out to shoot sporting clays. But when Kacie and I got into shooting pistols, we thought we would add that more. And then what we recognized is that women just need to have somebody encourage them to come out. And so we don't care if we're shooting any particular discipline. We have shotgun days, we have shotgun workshops, pistol days, introduction to pistol. Next weekend on Saturday, we're having an outdoor adventure day where we're doing outdoors first aid, plinking during a barbecue lunch with rimfire, and then we're doing a 2-hour horseback ride in the Kananaskis. So
That sounds like a blast.
yeah, so it's just get out there and be adventurous, and you know, you don't need somebody to show you how, just come along. So you know, whether it's shooting pistols at the indoor range, or I mean, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Kacie's daughter. So it was December, and we put on something called the Frosty Fingers Family Fun Day, and it was minus a few degrees, and we did the rimfire range at one of our local clubs, and we had a fire pit and cookies, and we painted all the steel red and green, very Christmassy, and you know, and the kids shot every single rifle you could imagine in 22. We had lever action and we had pump action, and Kacie's 2.5-year-old daughter looked at me and said, "It's shooting time." And she went and shot the 22. So, you know, that's why we get out there. That's what it's all about. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm feeling left out.
And now she asks me when we're going to go to the range again.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
She's 3.
Don't doubt it. See, that's the kind of creativity that you would just never get at a guy's range day. Hey, let's have a boys' day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what are we gonna do? I don't know, shoot shit. Who brought the beer and the barbecue?
Yeah.
That's all you
Well,
need.
and that's women. Funny, I'm going to tell you a secret. Women love to talk. If you didn't know, so
No, get out.
When women shoot guns, they like to talk about how shooting guns feels, and they like to talk about how they did, and they like to show each other their targets, and so there always has to be a social aspect. You don't just show up, shoot, and then leave. You have to show up, shoot, and then go drink wine and talk about shooting. So it's, you know, so I mean, Frosty Fingers Family Fun Day, we had hot chocolate and cookies, but yeah, I mean, it's a bit different. It's not guys just show up at the range, then shoot, and then pack up and leave. But
Hey, listen, I think we do the same thing, just in a much less sophisticated manner. We talk about our targets, we talk about our guns, just at a very rudimentary kind of way.
While you're shooting.
Primitive, if you will.
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Oh, look at mine. Oh, look at mine.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, and then I don't think that you guys get worried about, you know, does my range bag match my shoes? But not all of us are like that. But some ladies like that.
You would be very surpured.
Well, there's there are some fashion police out there.
And,
yeah, right.
Well, or even in the IPSC community, guys they will not buy a certain brand of mag pouch, even though it performs better than another brand, because they can't get it in the color they want.
Right.
You
Yes.
know? Yeah. That's a definite thing. I'm not joking. I am not kidding. So anyway.
Yes, I took a carbine operator's course, and I was the worst dressed. I didn't have enough molly webbing, and and no camo. And I mean, I just showed up in like jeans and a t-shirt, and I wore some, like, I don't know, purple gloves or something. Like it was a disaster fashion wise, but you know, I was running the gun. I wasn't looking at the molly webbing and how tactical I was. So
yeah, well, that is something that is very appealing to a lot of male shooters, or at least collectors, maybe. I don't know, all the tactical stuff, and look what I got. There's a lot of look what I have.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Or as Denean calls it, gunfighter fantasy camp.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Guys like me who haven't served in anywhere that want to play war, you know, it's
yeah, but you played video games. That's where I think a lot of that crap comes from.
Oh, definitely.
I agree.
Yuck.
Well, that's where we saw kind of a gap in the industry anyways, is because they had these courses that were very aggro, very kind of military, really kind of intimidating for women to take. And so they were going, well, why aren't they coming to our course? Why aren't we having women show up? It's
Mhm.
like, well, you guys are teaching this, and a lot of women are going to be like, when am I ever going to use this?
Yeah. When do I need to be a hard target and come in with a shooter's mindset, right? Like it just doesn't sound
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, maybe after when you've got her hooked, but you got to get her. You got to get her to the point where she gets what the gun is all about and how much. Sorry, I'm laughing. The Hawaiian shirts and multicam pants. Okay,
No way.
okay, it's a good one, Mike. I hope you wear them together. That's all I have to say.
Awesome.
Wait, you're saying that's not the standard range attire that you should wear? Hawaiian shirts and multicam pants and
And you mean we can't just club you over the head, drag you to the range, and like, when did
Tommy
that become
Bahama.
a thing?
Well, you can try, but you're talking to a bunch of girls that know how to shoot moving targets, so be careful.
You gotta get them before they know how.
That's right. That's right.
right on. Cool.
Oh, this is a good one, Luke. Always something to say, Luke. Sounds like the guys are dressing for Gunny Girls calendar shoot, and the ladies show up to get down to business. Yeah, you're not wrong there for sure.
That's
Like, get out of
100%.
my way. Steve
Yeah.
Steve mentioned a little while ago about the competitiveness of women. We've all seen that from time to time, and I can imagine once a woman builds confidence out on the range and around other people, around other guys and everything, that competitive nature of a woman is a scary fucking deal sometimes, to be quite honest.
Oh,
You know it, my friend. You know it.
I'm feeling much more
Absolutely.
my
competitive
goodness.
after my first shoot.
Yeah.
Say again, Kerri. Sorry.
I'm feeling much more competitive, ready to go out and shoot again after that first
Good,
one. I'm like, I'm
that's
going to do
awesome.
it and I'm going to do better.
Okay, so I'm
Nice.
gonna say confidence is a great thing, but holy crap, can you keep it down to like you scare some of them, honestly.
Yeah, but
Sounds
Rooster,
like a
if
you
you're scared,
problem.
just get out of her way. You know?
Yeah, my ego won't allow that though. I'll just stand behind you and yell directions,
Yeah,
whether they're valid or not. Make me feel like I'm helping.
right.
Yeah, Rooster, I think you're right. We were talking about it earlier. Once women feel like they have kind of overcome the firearm to the point where they can own it, and
That's a big step. Yep.
it's a huge step. And I was
Mhm.
reflecting back today. I spent a bunch of time on the range yesterday and today working my pistol and working my build rails and all those fundamentals. And I thought back to when Kacie and I first did the black badge and we first shot our first IPSC and our first steel match, and what the hell were we doing? Because we had no idea, but we did it, and we did it safely. But it's fun to look back because we felt like we were the bomb. We were the shit then. We were badass, pistol carrying women, and and now we run a gun way differently. We found the pistol we like. It's a whole different game now. So
Or,
How long would you
stolen
say-
it from the husband or
stole it from
whatever.
them.
You're right. Hey, that's fair.
There's a
How long
reason
would
that
it-
I have a shotgun that's got jewels on it. Now my husband can't steal it from me.
You didn't bedazzle it, did you? God.
No, it
damn
came like it.
It comes bedazzled.
Do you have that gun with you now? I think people need to see this gun.
I think so.
I do not. It was
Oh.
gone to get
Let us down.
She will be taking possession of her new guns shortly, so watch her Instagram feed, and she will unveil the bedazzled gun. It's no joke. It's embedded Swarovski crystals. It is the
No
shit.
kidding.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
KTEL International.
No.
Okay.
De Beers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's closer to De Beers, but yeah.
I can't hear
Oh,
Denean.
very nice.
Sorry, what's that?
So
Kerri?
Go ahead, Kerri.
Oh, I thought Kerri said something.
Oh, I'm
I
just
didn't-
saying I can't hear Denean.
Oh,
I
Oh.
see you talking and I
man.
can't hear a thing.
34 minutes and we ran into issues.
Well,
'Cause I'm on
Kerri
my
had to
phone,
go
isn't it?
somewhere for a while.
No, my kid kept phoning.
Oh, is that right?
Mom!
Yeah, he's at a sleepover and he's scared. He wants to come home now.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Well,
Timing was
if you gotta
great.
pop off, you gotta do that. But
No, Shane
Cool.
left.
nice. Get out of here, Shane. Stop playing
That's
Call of Duty.
That's right.
Oh. Cool. So, hey, you guys, sorry, Kurt.
That's all right.
There's one serious topic I wanted to bring up here. So, you guys are frequenters of SHOT Show. So, I'm sure you're aware of the Taryn Butler situation.
Yeah.
Can you guys comment on that?
So the old Taryn Butler situation with Jade?
Yes. It's a few months old now.
Yeah.
That's old. There's something new.
That's old news. Yeah. So
there's something new.
Yeah. I was like,
what a sleazeball. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Right. So it exists in the industry. Absolutely. I mean, whether you want to call it precious or something else, right? Like, I mean, it is prevalent, and it's unfortunate. And I don't think it's just obviously the firearms industry. I think it's prevalent everywhere, you know. But so, I mean, it's unfortunate. I don't know that anybody will know the truth of what really happened, but I think that it brought forward some things, and you know, it makes people think. So,
and for those of you who are listening that don't know what happened, there was a Terran Tactical sponsored shooter named Jade Struck, and others under the Terran Tactical banner. Well, more specifically with Jade, a video was released somehow. Did she post it? I can't remember. Anyway, where he was being very creepy, just a complete fucking skid, and
not even any sort of tap at all.
No, there was nothing. And he used his position of power to leverage this beautiful, and she was young. I think she was like underage.
She was 18. I think she was 18 at the time. Yeah.
So, you know, he used this position of power to, you know, get her to look more sexy and to, you know, just be a fucking sleazeball. And, you know, I'm surprised, you know, that flew, and that all these celebrities still train with him after that, because that's disgusting. So, well,
I agree that is disgusting, and I did see the video, but like I said, we never know the whole story, and there's been counter comments to the story and counter videos, but the Terran Tactical brand involves a lot of beautiful women and a lot less clothing than I would ever shoot in. So, you know, that was what Jade was part of at the time, and so I think, to your point about women in any industry, but we're talking about the shooting industry, go in with your eyes open, and you know, if the reason is you're there to shoot, what you wear doesn't make you shoot better. So I think it's important to be proud of who you are, and, you know, take on whatever that is you want to learn, and go for it, and be amazing. Don't let anybody steal your thunder by trying to tell you to be something different.
Yeah, I think that goes along with some confidence too.
Absolutely.
Whether it's lack of confidence or overconfidence, that can play, I believe.
Well, and when you're that young and you have a boss who is a world champion IPSC open shooter, production shooter, you know, who's acclaimed throughout the sport, plus he's paying your rent, and he's paying your food, and he's paying your car payment. You know, that's just abuse through and through, whether that's confirmed or not. That's no way to treat a colleague, let alone a woman. And I saw that, and, you know, because I was looking at purchasing a Terran Tactical Glock 34, and now because of that, it's done. It's no way I'm doing that. So
I think it certainly divided his audience, and I mean, that gives us all something to think about when we make decisions, right? So it's I think it's really important to move on from this, and just remember, as women, that we have the right to choose whatever we want to do and wherever we want to be, but you're never stuck. You're never stuck. So, I mean, you know, that's not necessarily a parallel, but with LadyGuns, that's why we put women on the line. That's why we have women ROs. That's why we have women instructors. We don't necessarily always have enough, but we try our best to lead with women. We do our safety briefings with women. We do everything that way that women feel comfortable, and they don't feel embarrassed or overpowered by men that know way more, or at least they think know way more. Yeah. So then you don't end up in that situation. But in Canada, we don't have those kind of sponsorships, so I don't think anytime soon we're going to be seeing anything like that happening on this side of the border.
So how much opportunity do you have to convey those exact, I guess, sentiments to the women that you're in your training courses and in your coaching and all that kind of stuff? Are you able to get into more like how do I want to say, life consultation type stuff? Like I think about that young lady with Terran Tactical. It seems obvious that she could have used some consultation with someone outside that organization. Like if he was actually paying her car payment and things like that, there had to have been some red flags there, whether she didn't have the chance to talk to somebody,
Well,
what am I getting into? Things like that.
We don't know the whole story.
No.
Right.
No, that's right. But like I have a 19-year-old daughter, so all this kind of stuff really
freaks you out.
Fucking rights, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
So we've had a bunch of women come out and we just shoot the shit, shoot guns, have fun, have some snacks, go home, and then we've had a couple of girls where we get sitting down and talking, and I mean, we had one gal that was having problems at home and she burst into tears. And so she felt like she was safe. She just decided to open up. It had nothing to do with shooting. So I guess we just created a safe environment that day where she was able to talk. And so, I mean, that's just about being a good person, I think. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I don't imagine, like, there's in a lot of women's lives, I think there's not a lot of opportunity for that space, right? Until you get to, I mean, other than a close circle of friends or something like that. But if you can show a woman some safety, some confidence, all that kind of stuff, at least it gives them that opportunity. For sure.
That's the word we use an awful lot. Yeah, we use empowerment an awful lot because women show up. We had a group of women one night. We always go through when we're doing our safety briefing and we run through and we say, okay, who are you and why are you here? And what's your objective tonight? And we had a group of women never shot guns before, and it was somebody's birthday. They were university girls, and they were from the fine arts department at the university. And I was like, I couldn't connect fine arts and shooting, no matter which way I thought about it. But they came and they had fun, and they came back the next LadyGuns pistol night we had, and they just felt like they were badass mofo women, like it was fantastic. And they took their targets home and they put them, wherever they thought made them feel awesome. I had a coworker, she's in the finance department. She put it up in her cubicle at work, and she said, watch out. I can center punch his target. So don't ask me a question on a bad day. So yeah. So
your
it makes
face may be here.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And there is absolutely nothing that is more amazing than getting a woman behind a gun and watching her pull the trigger, and that smile, nervous,
those eyes.
Yeah. And then when they look at you, can I do that again? Of course you can do it again.
Absolutely.
So,
if I had $1 every time, can I do that again? You fucking right. Look, you can do that 100 more times. 99 or whatever.
Exactly.
Go until you're out. You're good.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're not running out of quarters. Exactly. It's amazing. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Aw. Hi, Kerri's son. Hi.
That's Malcolm.
Hi, Malcolm.
You got a question from Luke. Yeah.
Asks a question for the ladies. Do you also hunt or only sport shoot? And if you do, what do you hunt?
Do we have a whole other show to talk about hunting?
We can do it right here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, and yes. Yes.
Nice.
Love to hunt. I have a bird dog, Springer, and we love
Springers. Springers are the shit. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, if I'd have brought him on the show, but he's been locked out of the office. So, yeah. So
you and I both have Springers.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
They're too high energy to be in this with you.
Mine's 15, and he's at home in Okotoks. So.
My first dog ever was a Springer named Bird. Anyway, go on. Yes.
Love it.
Well,
No, that's
this
right.
isn't a dog show. This is a gun show. So let's move on.
Well, there's nothing like a good gun dog, and you talk about great dogs. I live in the city, but we spend a lot of time out in the country, and so if I take him for a walk in the city and somebody runs an air nailer on a roof, he stops and goes, "Where's the bird?"
Right.
So
Points at the roof.
Yeah.
yeah, no, he's not a pointer. He's a flusher. So he's a run and gun kind of. He's a man of action, that boy. So yeah, but yes, we hunt birds, waterfowl. Love to get in the muck and the dirt and lay out a good decoy setup so that we can hunt some waterfowl.
Sounds fun.
Sweet.
about
And
stuff we can eat
yeah,
you?
it's and then like I said, Kacie and I did bear this spring. So
Right.
How'd that go?
Didn't see anything. Well, we saw
I
everything
think
but
we're having some connection problems.
Yeah, I think Denean, your Wi-Fi or internet's acting up, but that's okay.
Uh-oh.
Kacie, what happened on that bear?
Sorry.
hunt?
no, we had it was beautiful. We went out to the Kananaskis country, and it was a 2-day horseback riding in the backcountry, looking for bear, and we saw everything but bear.
Usually the way it
How it
goes,
goes.
at least if you hunt with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that right,
so-
Jen?
But it was an amazing experience. I've never, I've ridden horses before, but I've never done something like that. So it was just the most amazing experience.
That would
And
be
we made
amazing.
some really cool connections. It was Denean had bid on a bear hunt through Anchor D Outfitters, and so we had Dewey take us up there the first day, and then Dewey and Manhunter came with us the second day.
Oh my.
Oh, really?
So it was really awesome. It was so cool. The experience was just hands down amazing. I would definitely do it again.
Nice.
Even if we don't see the bear.
I used to be a fan of his show. Well, when it was on TV all the time. What's that guy like in real life?
You know what? He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He was so nice. Funny thing was, I didn't know who he was. So we were talking.
You mean you
we were
don't know who
picking
I
up-
am?
Yeah, well, we were picking up the horse trailer at the end of the day, and he was talking about coming to some of our events, and he was talking about how he would charge us a fee, and I was like, why would we pay you a fee to come to one of our events? And so when we dropped him off, and I look at Denean, I'm like, who is that? She's like, that's Mad Tracker. I'm like, that makes sense. Now I
Take
feel
your
like an
fee and
ass.
Shove it. Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back now.
That's
It's
all
okay.
right.
Shit happens. We
You
get
heard
it.
about the bear hunting, the best bear hunting story ever, where we didn't actually shoot a bear.
Yeah.
Those are some of the best hunting trips when you don't get anything.
We did 150 kilometers in 2 days in the saddle. I don't know if
Holy
Kacie
moly.
Wow.
mentioned that. And
Not that far.
we saw everything. We saw whitetail, we saw mule deer, we saw elk, moose, sheep, goats, and we even picked up a cougar skull that was
Oh, wow.
separated from the rest of its remains. But we never saw a bear. So
Wow.
oh well.
Isn't that kind of odd for out there?
Well, it was a bit of a late spring, and so black bears like the dandelions and the crocuses and the fresh
Right.
greens, and so those fields were not greened up yet, and so I think that's
Oh.
what it was in that area. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, but we loved it so much, we told them we'd do it again. So,
Yeah.
but
Nice.
And then I went up to the farm the next week, and I saw a bear.
Yeah,
of
of
course.
course. Of
of
course.
course,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And you couldn't shoot them in that area.
No, we didn't even bring the guns. We brought a 22 for the kid to shoot. So
I'd advise against shooting a bear with that.
Although
Unless you want
might
some
just,
real
might just
excitement.
piss it off.
Right.
the Saskatchewan record for black bear was shot with a Cooey single shot 22 up north.
Are you
By an
kidding?
old, by an older First Nations lady. And she snuck up. It was sleeping, and she snuck up on it, put it right behind its ear, and back. And good night, Mr. Bear. And that's the Saskatchewan record still to this day. So
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. I want to invite her to speak at a LadyGuns event. That's pretty
oh,
amazing.
she's long dead.
Oh, dark.
Anyway,
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Kacie and I took we took half of an archery course. The COVID shut down second day, so we got our 3D archery bit left to go. So it was archery fundamentals for hunting, and because I've got permissions in an elk zone that I would love to take a crack at, but so far we haven't finished our course. So I guess I just gonna have to wait a year.
I was gonna ask if the bear hunt was archery. That'd be
No,
be basically a spot and stock type hunt, wouldn't it?
it was a spot and stock, but I took my 7-08 and
Yeah.
it stayed in the scabbard pretty much the whole time, unfortunately. But
Oh, no,
it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
no doubt. You
Yeah.
bet.
It was gorgeous. So yeah, I got some draws for the fall, and Kacie and I have already talked about a spring bear hunt up north that we're gonna do a little bit of bear bait kind of spot and stock stuff. So
Right.
we'll see what happens.
What about
Unsubscribe
you,
just
Kerri?
came
Are you-
out.
Sorry?
Unsubscribe just got posted, so we can put in for some of those too. So
Oh, okay. Kerri, do you guys hunt? I never did ask.
I
Shane.
have not been. I've done some gopher shooting, but that's the extent of my hunting.
Oh, there's some big gophers out in Alberta.
There's some big gophers. Yeah, so I've done that, but nothing much more.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd like to get out there. Maybe this winter.
yeah.
Nice.
what do you
I'm-
want to hunt?
Yeah. I'd like to start with deer and see kind of where that goes. Bears still scare me.
They're big babies.
They are.
They are.
Maybe
yeah.
one day.
So I don't know the exact statistic, but I understand that that women are the largest percentage now of deer tag holders, because women are really enjoying the field to plate movement, feed your family, get out and hunt. So the largest percentage increase, that and PAL courses as well. It's all women. So I think
Great.
women mentoring women for hunting is going to be the next big thing. I know we love taking women out doing upland and waterfowl. So I went on a mentored deer hunt and absolutely loved it. And nothing like, crosswinds, minus 30, snot running down your face, and you're just waiting for the shot. You're just waiting for the shot,
Sexy.
right?
Yeah.
I know.
That-
I just thought I'd share that with you. And, there's just the 5 of us, right? So
That's it.
full disclosure.
Well,
Just 25 of us.
it's also a good skill to have. Like when the whole lockdown for COVID started, and meat was flying off the shelves, and along with shit tickets, toilet paper, and other stuff. You never know how it's going to go, and it's a good skill to have, regardless of whether it's deer or elk or bear or pig.
Right.
Wild hogs are a problem now, or gophers or squirrel or whatever. You need to be able to do that, and so that's good on you guys for getting people out and really getting people learning how to not just shoot, but getting into archery and hunting, and that's awesome. So
Well, if we all think about the impact of the environment, it doesn't take much to figure out that the people that pay for hunting licenses and all the like, right? We end up putting more money into the environment by default, and so it's what we love. So of course we're not gonna over harvest. So I think that looking to hunters as mentors and people to protect the environment and teach people the right way to do it is good for our future.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
we got a question again from Luke here. He says, question for each of the ladies. What is your favorite firearm and what caliber?
I hate
know.
that question. I hate
What's your
that
favorite
question.
child?
Can we
Yeah.
just
How do
do
you
all
narrow
of
it
them?
down? You're right.
Yeah. I bought a beautiful precision ordnance fire AR-15, and I put a loophole scope on it, and now she's sitting in a safe. So I mean, that's the poor neglected child, that's for sure. So yeah, I don't know. I like my STI Trojan. That's what I've been running the last couple days. I love my Zoli shotgun. It you know, the only thing I hunt with is my 7.8, which is a Sacco, and good glass makes the difference. So I don't know. I can't pick my favorite child. It depends on the day. Tomorrow I'm sporting clay shooting, so I got the Zoli out in 20 gauge. So I guess I don't know.
That's the thing. That time spent in front of the cabinet going, okay, good. One of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take
come
them
on,
all.
everyone.
Yeah. That's like what do I bring to Kurt's range that weekend we had it? It's like I'll take you and I'll take you and I'll take you and I'll just bring it all.
Sweetie, we need a trailer.
Yeah.
That's what I say on my ladies' night. I've got bags full of shit to bring into to the range.
It takes 2 people to hold the door and 2 more people to carry her cases in because she has so many guns. We bring a lot of loaners for first-time women, and so we have 22 pistols and 9mm. Kacie has a beautiful pistol caliber carbine that is legal.
I love my FX9. It's
one of those so bad.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh,
we
it's
had
so
to
much
wait
fun.
so long for it, but oh my gosh, it's a favorite.
It's beautiful, and it's fun for the women to shoot. It's fun for the kids to get behind too.
Yeah.
Well, it does. It's like a 22. It doesn't kick, but it makes big holes in targets. And
yeah, absolutely.
You can scratch that tactical itch too. And anyway,
yeah, it's a great introductory gun for that kind of stuff, and it's not super scary or not kicking or anything like that. So, and it's just fun to shoot.
Yeah, for a black gun, it's a pussy, right? So yeah.
I like that too. Yeah. Well, so do you guys hand load for your firearms or?
No, not so far. Well, I do sit with a friend and hand load for the rifle, for my hunting rifle, but that's it. Everything else is store bought. I do have fond memories of sitting behind my dad's reloader as a kid doing 12 gauge and pulling the handle like it was like a lottery machine or something. But did I win?
You win every time. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That started your addiction to the VLTs, eh?
Yeah. But no, yeah. I know. I must have picked, I don't know, 400 pieces of brass off the range yesterday, ass up, head down. And I'm thinking, and I'm throwing all this shit in the garbage. It must, shouldn't I be doing something with it? But yeah, no, I don't reload.
Well, Rooster was good enough to. You were good enough to do the load development for my 6XC, so I'm getting behind there and actually reloading for the first time.
Oh, good girl.
Starting doing some of that. I've helped Shane lots, but yeah, gonna start doing that a little more.
Well, that's good.
Does loading require reading instructions?
Okay.
I don't learn that way. I have to be shown.
No,
I'll just leave that
I'm
there.
Say right now, no.
I'll just leave that there.
There are guidelines that you should probably follow.
Holy cow. Shane says 440 rounds last weekend. Is that what you guys shot? Between the two of you, I'm sure.
Yeah, between the two of us.
Holy smokes. That sounds like a trap weekend.
Holy cow. Yeah, holy cow.
It was fun. A lot of shooting.
Absolutely. It's a good thing you had that heavy gun and that diminutive caliber.
Right.
And then Mike says, he's talking to Denean's comments. There's a brass goblin crying about throwing out.
Absolutely.
That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, oh no, she's doing what? Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Somebody in the back going,
Full disclosure. I flipped my truck tailgate open and my neighbor ran across the street because he knew what I was doing and he went like this.
No.
So, yeah, no, I gave him the bag of brass. I did.
There you go.
Yeah, I expect to see you over here mowing my lawn next week.
Oren, friend of the show, Oren says, "What do you guys use for optics on your rifles? I presume."
Well, I've got a Zeiss scope on my 708. It came on it, so I just use what I got. I'm getting myself into a new 2011 right now, and I'm putting a DPP on that for a red dot. So Delta Point Pro version 2. So so that's kind of me for optics. I don't put anything on my
more
shotgun.
about your 2011. What's the story there?
Easy, big fella.
Yeah, staccato.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I needed a partner for the 1911 in the safe, so I thought a 2011 would be a good way to go. Single stack, double stack, throw a DPP on. Oh, it'll be 9mm. It's easy to feed that way, right? So
For
universal between both the 1911 and the 2011. So no, and then
Nice.
one's iron sights, and the other's got the optic. It's got irons on it. So in the event, I don't know, shit goes sideways and I need to co-witness, there you go. It's there.
Yeah. Well, and you can't go wrong with the loophole. That'll treat you well.
No, it's fantastic. I on my beautiful AR-15 that I was mentioning earlier, my precision ordnance fire. I put a loophole on it, and it was like somebody turned on the lights. It was amazing.
Definitely.
So
And then somebody turned out your lights.
yeah, you know what? I know. That's why I'm
pictures.
crying. Can you see the tears? Yeah, it's sad. Sad.
You don't appear to me to be a crier.
I tried, Rooster. I tried. I had a moment, but there you go.
I'm sure.
I cried like a
swearing
bitch.
started. That doesn't shock anyone.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, cool. No, I'm a fan of the 2011s. Anyway.
Absolutely. And if somebody could tell me why STI changed their name to Staccato, I'd love to know why, but that's for another day.
They started making
I will
shoes.
tell you off air.
Okay, fantastic. But you were asking about optics, or one of your viewers was, and I'm really dying to hear what Kerri uses on her long-range rifle, because I don't know much about long-range. That's my next hobby, right?
Get it on the list.
Put it on the list.
I have a Bushnell DMR too, and it seems to work great so far. I'm still getting to learn all of the different scopes and stuff like that, so that's what I've got on mine right now.
You will never get ahead of that curve.
No, I was going to say, stick with
new.
one for a while. Yeah. There's been so many people go down the same road. They learn a little bit about the scope, and then they switch to a different one because somebody says you need this one or whatever. Like that DMR2 that you have. Completely familiar with that. I have a DMR plus an ERS, both Bushnells, so I'm very familiar with them. I've had them for years, and there's not a damn thing wrong with them. They don't resolve an image quite like a Night Force or of course a Zeiss. Zeiss is gorgeous glass, but I mean, for the money, how the hell can you beat them? And did you have any trouble? Or a Schmidt? Yeah, Schmidt. Jens owns a Schmidt. A couple of them. Who cares?
Yeah, it seems to work great.
Yeah, for sure. And it's it's rugged. All you need.
I just from those guys above you, Kurt, when I auctioned off all those guns there, I picked up an Athlon Midas TAC 5-25 by 55 first focal plane mil dot reticle, and or not mil dot mil reticle, pardon me, and AFP3 I think is the style, and that thing is amazing. It's crazy how a 34 millimeter tube gives you that much more sight when you have one eye closed, right?
Yeah.
So
open that second eye, boy.
I know, right?
Damn it.
When Kacie and I have had a chance to do a bunch of range days with some of our friends like Call Sign, and we get behind that Schmidt glass, and it is, the world is out there, and somebody talks you onto a target and you feel like a rock star. In fact, Kacie took a long range course by Call Sign last year. I wasn't able to attend, but I mean, she stretched out, which I don't know what gun she was using, but over 1,000, 1,100, something. She's like way out there.
Yeah,
it was 1,000.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I was shooting because Miles came out to Kurt's range there that weekend, and he was doing wind calls for me on his. Was I shooting his PGW? Yeah, I was. I was shooting his PGW Coyote in 6.5 Creedmoor, and he was giving me wind calls, and my God, that the glass was just crystal. Like, seeing the swirls go in. It was just, and then you got one of the best giving you wind calls. It's like, all right, I'm so spoiled that day. Anyway,
yeah, they're good scopes. We just had a couple of, well, Shane chimed in, quite a few of those Athlon Midas tacks, great value, excellent glass. Ben Abramoff with Extreme Range Outfitters in Saskatoon here. I put the same one on my new custom 22 Creedmoor. I love it. Sylvia, of course, she's got to pipe up with the.
Got to have the Night Force.
Yeah, absolutely. She knows that I shoot Bushnells, so little grinder there.
Yeah, but Bushnell, man, they're no slouch either. Like,
absolutely not.
What's that scope that we had on the Res Dog there? That one was.
That's the Bushnell ERS.
Is it the ERS? That was nice too. Like,
yeah, for sure, it does the job.
It's no Schmidt.
I agree with Shane. Zeiss makes great glass. That's the Tom Hunt rifle. So yeah.
Cool.
When I started out with the long range thing, I started with a Zeiss, and because it didn't have the functionality, I sold it and bought my Bushnells. But it was definitely better glass than the Bushnells for sure.
I remember being a kid, and my dad was a hunter and a hunting guide, and there was always rifles, and everybody was sighting stuff in, and I learned all about holdover and Kentucky windage, so that was really my big training.
And the Texas Heart Shot.
Yeah. There were no MOAs, there were no mills, there was like a crosshair, and you got to hold your tongue in the right way, and no.
Yeah, it's funny.
Cool. So where can we find you guys?
Well, we're on the web at ladyguns.ca. Kacie's our webmaster, and she keeps it up to date. All of our Instagram posts are LadyGun YYC, which is myself, and LadyGun YYC KG, which is Kacie. And so that also goes to our website. We have a Facebook page, which is also LadyGuns. And so you can kind of keep track of us there. And as I don't know if we've talked about it, but we talked about it on before we went live, the Canadian University Shooting Federation and LadyGuns and our friend Kelly Wheaton from Slamfire Radio and what else is she? She's CCFR and Maple Seed. We're working together to do some women and youth programming, university youth. And so we've got some announcements. Hopefully, if we get all of our taskings taken care of, we'll have some exciting stuff to talk about come September. So everything's on our website, our social media, and we love to interact with people. If you want to catch up with us, we're over there.
And do you travel to put on your courses, if you will?
So far, we've done everything in Alberta. I was just out in BC personally in the Okanagan, and I shot some 5-stand and some trap. Kacie's sitting in Kamloops right now, and I know she can't help herself. She's going to go shoot sporting clays there. So we meet some people, and we try and find some ways to get connected. I think, Rooster, you and I talked about trying to do something in Saskatchewan. So we'd love to travel, and we just got to meet the people and get the ladies out. That's the hardest part. It's easy to say you're going to have an event. You just need the women to come out, and we need it to be at a price point for beginners. So that's the other thing is women. It doesn't matter what the price is. Tell them it's on sale, and they'll come out. So.
Kerri, where can we find you?
Me?
Yeah.
You can find me on Facebook. I don't have a page. It's just me. It's just me. However,
justme.com.
Justme.com. Canadian Historical Arms Society is putting on a Ladies' Day shoot. Actually, it's when did they say it was? I wrote it down Saturday, August 15th, and they did this. This is their second one. They did one last year and it went down really well. It was $30 and I'm sure there were at least 40 to 50 people out there and they were almost all women. And they had personal one-on-one training for pistols and rifles and shotgun, and it was a really great day. So I'm really looking forward to it again this year, and hopefully some more women will come out.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds like LadyGuns needs to make a trip up that way.
Yeah, absolutely. I see. I just want to say hey to Leanne, because she's right. When you feel the thrill, you get hooked. Absolutely.
Then you got to find yourself a sugar daddy to pay for all that ammunition.
Hey. I'm my own sugar daddy. I do all the blue and the pink stuff.
Goddamn right.
Tell me you'd turn one down, though.
I would, or I did. Well, I just need clarity here.
Okay, no. So next topic.
Right on, guys. Well, that was a good talk. I mean, we filled an hour and a bit.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys, for coming on. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
It was a good talk.
Any shout outs or anything for you guys? Anybody you want to mention or thank or anything like that?
You know, I should say
Silence.
thank you to Chase Curtis. He helped me get into a vector action for my rifle, and it's beautiful and I love it. So huge thank you to Chase. Thanks to Mark from Trigger Tech. I got one of the first special 2-stage triggers.
Yeah.
And
Mark is a boss. Love that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So he hooked me up with one of those. He helped get one of those on my rifle, and it is phenomenal. I absolutely love it.
I still have to ship this bad boy back to him.
Now that's on air, you have to do it now.
Yeah, I have to do that tomorrow. So anyway, sorry, Kerri, go on.
Good for you, Kerri.
No, I think that was. Yep, that. Oh, there she goes.
Oh, there she goes again.
Easy.
Easy.
What are you drinking tonight?
Just shout out, Kerri, not punch out.
That's what the gin does.
What about you guys, Kacie, Denean?
Oh, let me give a shout out to my partner in crime, Kacie, up there in the top corner. She's amazing. She's always up for anything, and I can I can pretty much count on her to have my back on all of these events, and she's always up for anything. And I think another shout out to the universities across Canada that are putting shooting associations in place, and be damned the media. They are putting these amazing shooting associations in place. They're across the country, and they're getting out and they're shooting all kinds of sports. So, if there's any way that everybody that's listening and industry can support them, Kacie and I are going to get out. We're going to RO. We're going to instruct. We're going to try and get some leadership in place and find some amazing women to show these university gals that shooting and hunting is for ladies. And so a shout out to them as well.
That'd be huge. God damn.
Awesome. Well, when you guys have your big announcement, we'll have to get you back on and we can talk more about it.
Sure.
That'd be awesome.
Yep. Absolutely. Get Kelly on there as well.
Yeah.
That'd
be a great show.
We're going to do the unveiling on Kelly's show. So
nice.
Damn
you.
Damn you, Kelly.
We're not above picking up scraps.
That's right.
There you go.
Why the show started.
That's right.
Cool, guys. Well, on that
So
note,
true.
thanks for coming. Keep your stick on the ice. Have fun. And we'll see you next week.
It was
guys.
great. Thanks, guys. Take care, all.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
Stay
Bye
deadly.
now.
Nice to meet you.